Sometimes it helps to speak in front of a mirror. Look at yourself while you speak. This will help you become more comfortable with speaking. It also lets you see how your mouth moves when you say words. You can also try role-playing. Imagine you are in a restaurant and you have to order food in English. Practice saying the words out loud. Role-playing helps you feel ready for real-life situations. Remember, the more you speak, the more confident you will become. If you keep practicing every day, you will get better and better. Don't be afraid to speak, even if you make mistakes. It's part of learning, and it will help you improve. Speaking English may seem hard at first, but with practice, it will get easier. Every time you speak, you are getting closer to your goal. Keep trying, and don't give up. You can do it. Chapter 7. Hello again. Today, we will talk about reading in English. Reading is a fun way to improve your language skills. It helps you learn new words, understand how sentences are built, and improve your grammar. When I first started learning English, reading was one of the hardest things for me. The words were new, and the sentences seemed long and difficult. But I didn't stop. I started reading simple books, and little by little, I got better. The best way to start reading in English is with easy books. Look for books made for beginners or children. These books use simple words and short sentences. They are perfect for learning. At first, try to read for fun, not to understand every word. Pick a story you like. Even if you don't know all the words, just keep going. Focus on the main idea. If you understand the story, that's enough. You can also read websites or apps for beginners. There are many sites that offer easy English articles. These can be short and interesting. Read one article a day. This will help you learn new words without feeling overwhelmed. Don't be afraid to look up new words. If you don't know a word, find out what it means. You can use a dictionary or translation app. Write the new word in your notebook. This will help you remember it. Another tip is to read out loud. When you read out loud, you practice pronunciation and get better at speaking. It also helps your brain remember what you read. Try to read for at least 10 minutes every day. You don't have to read long books at first. Start with short stories, articles, or even comic books. The goal is to read regularly. The more you read, the better your English will become. When you are ready, try reading longer books. Start with books for teenagers or young adults. These books are a little harder but still fun. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Just keep reading, and over time, you will get better. As you read, pay attention to the sentences. Try to notice how they are built. For example, where is the subject? Where is the verb? This will help you understand how English grammar works. You can also read newspapers or magazines in English. These are great for learning new vocabulary, especially if you want to learn about different topics. Choose articles that interest you. This will make reading more enjoyable. One of the best ways to learn from reading is to keep a reading journal. After you finish reading something, write about it in English. It can be just a few sentences. Write what you liked, what you didn't understand, or any new words you learned. This will help you remember what you read and practice your writing. You can also reread the same book or article. The second time, you will understand more. This will help you improve faster. Repetition is a great way to learn. If you find a book that you really like, try to read it many times. The more you read it, the more you will understand. You will also start to remember new words. Reading with a purpose is important. Before you start reading, think about what you want to learn. Do you want to learn new vocabulary? Do you want to practice understanding the main idea? Having a goal will make your reading more focused and helpful. Try to read different types of books. Read stories, news, science articles, or even cookbooks. The more variety you have, the more words you will learn. Plus, reading different topics will help you become a more well-rounded reader. It's also helpful to read and listen at the same time. Find an audiobook of a book you are reading. Listen to it while reading the text. This will help you hear the pronunciation of words and understand the meaning better. Remember, reading should be fun. If you enjoy what you are reading, it will not feel like work. Pick books, articles, or stories that you find interesting. When you enjoy reading, it will be easier to keep going. If you don't understand something, don't give up. Look up the word or sentence. Ask someone for help. Over time, your understanding will grow. One way to make reading easier is to break it into small parts. Don't try to read a whole book in one day. Read one chapter or one page at a time. This will make it feel less overwhelming. Reading in English will help you learn more about how people speak and write. You will see how native speakers use words, phrases, and expressions. This will help you sound more natural when you speak. Another great way to practice reading is by reading aloud with a friend. You can take turns reading a paragraph or page. This will help you practice speaking and understanding at the same time. As you get better at reading, you will feel more confident. You will understand more, and it will become easier. Keep challenging yourself with harder books, but don't forget to read what you enjoy. Finally, remember that it's okay to read slowly. Learning English takes time, and it's important to be patient with yourself. The more you read, the more your skills will improve. Reading is one of the best ways to learn. Keep reading every day, and you will become a stronger English speaker. Don't stop. Keep going. You're doing great. Chapter 8. Hello, everyone. Today, let's talk about writing in English. Writing is a powerful way to improve your language skills. It helps you organize your thoughts and practice new words. When I started learning English, writing was hard for me. I didn't know how to write long sentences or use the right grammar, but with practice, I got better. Now, writing helps me feel confident in my English skills. The best way to start writing is by keeping it simple. Don't worry about writing perfect sentences. Write short and clear sentences first. You can always improve later. Start by writing about things you know. Write about your day, your family, or your favorite food. It's easier to write when you are talking about something you like. You can also start a journal. Every day, write a few sentences about what happened. It doesn't matter if your sentences are short or not perfect. The goal is to practice. Write about what you did, how you felt, or anything that is interesting to you. When I started writing, I used simple words. I didn't worry about using big words. Simple words are good enough. The key is to be clear and share your thoughts. You can also write letters or emails to your friends. Write in English as much as you can. This will help you practice, and your friends will understand. If you make mistakes, they will still understand. Writing to others is a fun way to practice. Another tip is to make writing a habit. Write a little bit every day. You can write about anything you want. Write a description of your favorite movie or a place you want to visit. It doesn't have to be long, just a few sentences. Try to write more than just one sentence. Practice writing full paragraphs. For example, if you are writing about your day, write 3 or 4 sentences, not just one. This will help you practice organizing your thoughts. If you don't know how to spell a word, don't worry. You can use a dictionary or a translation app. But remember, the more you write, the better you will get at spelling. Try not to use a dictionary every time. This will help you remember the words. After you write something, read it over. This will help you find mistakes. If you find a mistake, fix it. If you are unsure, ask someone to help you. Learning from your mistakes will make you better. You can also practice writing short stories. Write about a fun adventure or a special day in your life. This will help you practice using more words and creating longer sentences. Another good idea is to use writing prompts. A writing prompt is a sentence or question that helps you think of ideas. For example, a prompt might be, "What is your favorite place and why?" This can help you get started when you don't know what to write about. One thing that helped me was reading what I wrote out loud. It helped me see if my sentences sounded good. If something didn't sound right, I changed it. Reading aloud will help you hear the flow of your writing. Don't be afraid to make mistakes in your writing. Everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is to keep writing. You will get better with time. You can also write short paragraphs about what you read or listen to in English. This helps you practice understanding and writing at the same time. After reading a short story or article, write a few sentences about it. When you write, try to use new words you learn. This will help you remember them. For example, if you learn the word beautiful, try to use it in your writing. It will help you remember the word and how to use it. If you feel stuck, take a break and come back later. Sometimes walking away for a little while can help you think of new ideas. It's okay if you don't finish your writing in one sitting. Another way to improve your writing is to look at other people's writing. Read books, articles, or even social media posts in English. Notice how sentences are formed and how words are used. This will give you ideas for your own writing. You can also ask someone to read what you wrote and give feedback. They can help you see where you can improve. Don't be afraid of feedback. It will help you get better. When you feel more confident, try writing essays. Write about a topic you are interested in. Start with short essays, and then try longer ones. This will help you practice writing more organized and detailed thoughts. Remember, writing takes time. It's okay if you don't write perfectly at first. Keep practicing, and you will improve. A good way to improve your writing is to set small goals. For example, today you can try writing a paragraph about your family. Tomorrow, you can write about your favorite hobby. Setting goals will help you keep improving. Writing helps you become better at speaking, too. When you write, you think about how to use the language. This makes it easier to speak in English. Writing and speaking go hand in hand. One important tip is to stay patient. Writing in a new language takes time. Don't expect to be perfect right away. Celebrate your progress. Every sentence you write is a step toward being better. Keep a writing routine. Write every day, even if it's just a few sentences. The more you write, the easier it will become. Writing in English is like building a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger your writing will be. Writing is a great way to improve your English. Don't give up. The more you practice, the better you will get. Keep writing, and you will see how much you improve. Keep it up. Chapter 9. Hello again. Today, we will talk about speaking English with confidence. Speaking can feel hard at first, but don't worry, you are not alone. Everyone starts somewhere. The good news is, you can improve with practice. When I first began speaking English, I felt nervous. I was afraid of making mistakes. My heart would beat fast, and I didn't want to speak. But I learned that speaking is the best way to improve. The more I spoke, the more confident I became. One way to build confidence is to speak slowly. When you speak slowly, you have time to think about your words. Don't try to speak fast. It's more important to be clear. Take your time and don't worry if it's not perfect. Start by speaking to yourself. When you are alone, practice saying simple sentences. You can talk about what you did that day or describe something in the room. This helps you feel more comfortable with speaking. If you can, find a friend to practice with. Speaking with someone else is a great way to improve. You can practice everyday conversations. For example, you can ask and answer simple questions like, "How are you?" or "What did you do today?" If you don't have a friend to practice with, you can speak to your phone. There are apps that let you practice speaking and help with pronunciation. You can also record yourself speaking. When you listen to the recording, you can hear what you need to improve. It's also a good idea to practice speaking English in real situations. For example, try ordering food in English when you go to a restaurant. Or ask for directions if you are in a place where people speak English. The more you speak in real situations, the more confident you will feel. Don't worry about making mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. If you say something wrong, don't get upset. Just keep going. The important thing is to keep practicing. You will learn from your mistakes and get better. Remember, you don't need to speak perfectly. You just need to communicate. People will understand you, even if your grammar is not perfect. What matters is that you are trying, and that's how you learn. Another way to practice is by repeating what you hear. For example, when you listen to a conversation in English, try to repeat what they say. This helps you practice pronunciation and helps you learn new words. If you want to sound more natural, try to learn common phrases and expressions. For example, instead of saying, "I don't know," you can say, "I'm not sure." These small changes can make you sound more like a native speaker. When you speak, try to relax. If you feel nervous, take a deep breath. Smile and remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes. Relaxing will help you speak more clearly and confidently. One tip is to speak with your hands. Using gestures when you speak helps you explain things better. For example, when you talk about something big, You can use your hands to show size.